Okay, I'll just blow up this other one, and this is my perceptron. Here's the settings here in this file. This training session is going to be 1,000 patterns going into it, 1,000 records. And there are 160 unique scalar values in the record, but it gets expanded to 4,096 weights by just grabbing little features. Like it has little extra synapses on its synapses, which help it get the weight count up requirement to get the 1,000 pictures in it. We're trading 4,000 times, so it's going to trade every picture 4,000 times into it, and there's the learning rate. This is running on the GPU, so I've got 2,000 computers running at once computing it. So we start it up. There's some debug errors there of it operating. They're at 10 seconds. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Shouldn't be too long, maybe 30 seconds. Because the GPU is pretty good. And we'll get a little report out of it. I haven't actually used it yet, but the report looks good. I could be mistaken. But here, so the report is, I've got 2% average error when I tested every record on it after I trained it. And the maximum error was almost 10%, which is what I was getting before. And I can't really look at the synapses because they're on the GPU memory. I could, but it's a bit later. But we go for a second trial. If that was just a fluke of linearity in the data set, we go for another one. But it pretty much always does that 2% with about like 10% like max error. It's usually about 8%. And that's usually the same, but then that max error usually was a bit lower than that. Oh, not by much though. So it's pretty consistent. And so I'm going to go put it to an application now, and I could be tricking myself that it's working. Look, the error's gotten worse. It's actually at 10% now. But the minimum error, I mean the average error is still low at 2%. I can't believe it just got worse then for some reason. I got no idea why. That's weird, eh? Oh yeah, that bottom number is the error before it was trained. That's the error after it was trained at the top. So that negative number there actually isn't real. That's actually so high that it ended up wrapping the int and causing an error. So oh yeah, so it's going worse than before by a small margin. I wonder why. Give us a look at those values. Oh, I know why. It's because I was going for 5 repeats and getting them in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so there's the values for it. Go for 4,000, yeah. Anyway, so I've got this other program that we're going to get some animation happening. Here, I've got the file included here. Now we're going to go put it to an application, and if it comes through, then it's all true about it. The other cool thing about it is just comes down to so many resistors, so the hardware for it. It's really easy to make. Quite amazing.